Can you beat Pokémon Yellow with only Pikachu? The short answer is no. Pikachu cannot learn Cut, Strength, or Surf, all moves you need to progress, so you'd have to use other Pokemon to progress in the game. But could you win your battles with only Pikachu? Now that's a different question. We begin our story choosing our name Yellow, and giving our rival the name John. Once you've done that, it's a quick walk up to the grass, where Professor Oak will come and find us, and capture a level 5 Pikachu. Making it our way to the lab, book our first both of us, our first Pokemon. John snatches the book we wrote off the table before we even get a chance to see what's inside. Instead, we get to Pikachu, which I named Satoshi, after Ash's original name in Japan. John challenges us to a battle, and they beat his Eevee, traveling to and from the Viridian Sea to deliver Oak's puzzle. Is simple enough. We encounter a few Pidgeys and Rattatas along the way. We make it back to Pellet Town, and Oak gives us a Pokédex. It keeps its tail raised to monitor its surroundings. We head to Route 22 to battle our rival, so that he evolves his Eevee into Jolteon later on in the game, which is supposedly the hard mode. We beat his Sparrow easily enough with Thundershock, but we lose to his Eevee. On our third attempt, we level up mid-battle, and we beat his Sparrow, and just manage to beat his Eevee. We make our way to a Viridian Forest, battling every Bugcatcher along the way, learning to move Quick Attack with the base power of 40. It's not that good of a move, but it's all we have to damage ground types at the moment. There are no teams currently accessible, and the next move that can damage ground types is Slam at level 20. We head straight to the gym and battle the junior trainer. We beat a Stiglet and level up, and just barely manage to descend through with 3 HP remaining. We immediately challenge Brock to get a sense of how much damage we do, and realize that we won't do enough damage to stand an iota of chance of beating him, so we got to grind. See, the issue with leveling up and fight Brock is that a majority of the Pokemon you will encounter are level 3 to 4 Rattatas. You might get lucky and encounter level 7 Pidgey or one of the Nidorangs at level 6, but even then you still have to battle a lot to level up. And after 11 minutes and 26 battles, we reach level 15 and learn the move Double Team. We are ready to challenge Brock. See, Double Team is great for 2 reasons. First, it raises evasion, making attacks less likely to hit us. And then since we have badges, any stat changing move we reapply the boost we get from our badge. This is called the badge boost glitch. We start with the Double Team to raise our evasion, and use a turret to lower defense. And then the Double Team and Geodude misses. We try Quick Attack, and does very little damage. So we begin to use Tail Whip to lower his defense. After a few rounds, Geodude is an orange, but we are low red, and we have to use a potion to recover HP. A couple more attacks, and Geodude is defeated. Then Brock sends out his Onyx, and we hit him with the Quick Attack, barely doing any damage. Next uses Bite and respond with Tail Whip. Since we didn't do any damage, while Bite was active, his attack misses. We keep using a Quick Attack, which is doing a little more damage than before, until he uses Vine, which I mix up with Bite, and begin using turrets on Onyx like crazy. Once Terror stops having any effect, I switch on over to using double teams. I get on Quick Attack, yet before he uses Pride, which takes them into the orange. I use up all of my double teams before using my Quick Attack. For some reason I can't remember. A few Quick Attacks later, and I beat Brock in 56 minutes and 40 seconds from when I began. Looking back at my playthrough, as I am writing this, there are quite a few choices that I make that baffle me. While this is my first solo one, this is not my first time playing through Yellow. Not much happens on the way to Mount Moon. We die to a Caterpie due to poor HP management and the poison status. In Mount Moon, we fed a few trainers, found an HP up, and discovered Team Rocket, and lose to a Sandshrew after our attacks keep on missing. Finding Mega Punch and replace Terror with it. Walk around with only 1 HP, replace Attack with Slam, and lose Vegeta, sending us all the way back to the entrance. We make it all the way back and take Helix's fossil. We meet Jesse, James, and Meowth, and handily beat them. After healing at the Pokemon Center, we take on the gym. After quickly beating the gym trainers for just a little more experience, we take on Misty, which Staryu is a 2-shot with Thunder Shock, but a Starmie who's a little more resilient, with Mega Punch doing more damage. We beat her, getting us our second badge. We make our way north to the Nugget Bridge in order to fight our rival. We one-shot a sphere of the Thunder Shock. We beat a Sandshrew with 2 Mega Punches after missing a couple of attacks. One-shot his Potato, and a few rounds managed to bring his Eevee down. At this point, we have a while before we reach any major roadblocks. I would move Slam and Mega Punch to deal with any ground types, Double Team to increase my chance of avoiding damage, and I'm over-leveled at level 21, while all the trainers around have Pokemon levels 13 to 15. So we make our way to Nugget Bridge, easily beating each other 1 by 1. It's not long before we make it to the Nugget Bridge, and receive a reward of a nugget, and get an offer to join Team Rocket. We turn down his offer, obviously, and easily one-shot both of his Pokemon. We grab the Charmander from the trainer north, so that we can have it use Moose Cut and Strength for us later. We make our way into Bill's house, and find that he has accidentally turned himself into a Pokemon while using his teleporter. After paying Bill back to normal, he gets the ticket to the SSN. We make our way into a ransacked home and find a once-kicked grunt in the backyard, and get back to see him, dig from him. We travel down to Vermilion City and make our way into the Pokemon Fan Club. This is the club some talk all about how he loves Aberdash. For all the trouble, he gives us a bike voucher. We head to the SSN and get our ticket to the sailor outside. On the SSN, we battle every passenger and crew member. We find TM8 Body Slam, which is a great move. Not only does it do 85 base damage with 100% accuracy, it has a 30% chance of paralyzing our enemy, giving us more chances to damage our enemy. We also grab a rare candy before making our way to fight our rival, John. We one-shot his Sparrow and Rattata with Thunderbolt, beat his Sandshrew in 2 Body Slams, and only just barely miss one-shotting his Eevee Thunderbolt. We make our way up to the captain and find him seasick. After rubbing his back to make him feel better, He gives us the cut egg gem, which we teach the Charmander. As we disembark from the ship, the SSN sails away to parts unknown. We make our way to the gym and find the two switches hidden in the trash. Battling Lieutenant Surge is easy. He only has a single Raichu since that's all he used in anime, which this game is based on. Our first body slam paralyzes him, and after a couple of body slams, he's done and we earn the Thunder Badge. We make our way back to Cerulean City and over to the bake shop to turn our voucher in for a free bicycle. Make our way over the Rock Tunnel. Along the way, we make the mistake of replacing Double Team with Agility, which is a bad decision on my part. While both moves allow for the use of the Badge Boost glitch, raising evasion is much more valuable than raising speed, since avoiding hits is more important than being able to hit first. Making our way into the Rock Tunnel, it is pitch black and I don't touch any of my Pokemon Flash, which was a big mistake. I didn't want to waste one of Pikachu's move slots on Flash, but I still could have caught someone else to use Flash. Instead, I spent an hour and 7 minutes wandering on the dock, dying, and walking in circles and resetting and bumping into walls, over and over and over again. We make our way through Lavender Town and head towards Celadon City. Making our way into the Celadon department store, we head up to the roof and buy a fresh water from the vending machine. A couple great balls from the trainer's market on the second floor, and we sell a couple DMs that we cannot use. We use Scott to make our way to the secret house just north of Segling Road and pick up HM2 Fly, which you can use to flash travel to any town that we have visited before. We find a sparrow in the grass, and at the cheap great balls we catch it and teach it to fly. Making our way to Saffron City, we give the guard our fresh water that he shares with other guards, so that they will enter Saffron City. We make our way to the fighting dojo. We make our way through every single fighting dojo before challenging the dojo master. He does similarly a single thunderbolt and just barely fail the bitch his Hitmonchan. We take the money we earn to buy a protein to use on Pikachu. We make our way to the Celadon gym. After getting huge banners in the gym and getting poisoned, we challenge Erica. She sent out Tangela. We start with the body slam. The count as if the Vine that takes out most of my XP. I handle the body slam at most beat it, and it finishes me off with Mega Train. We head back to the Celadon gym for a rematch against Erica. We hit a Tangela with a Mick Punch, and the counters with the Mega Drain. We get a critical hit with the body slam, and paralyze the Tangela. It hits the Divine Whip. We then hit the Tangela with the body slam, but it just barely survives, and hits us the Mega Drain, leaving us at 1 HP. We finish the Tangela off with the body slam, and we lose to a Heaving Bell. We make our way to the Rocket main corner, and back to the Rocket Quentin 5 poster. We one-shot his Eradicate and Zubat with a couple of Thunderbolts. He runs away, and we press the hidden switch behind the poster, revealing a set of stairs. We make our way downstairs into a hidden rocket base. As we battle the base, we battle a few rocket grunts. We navigate around a maze full of spin tiles that just spin us around and around and around. We can shove stuck on the tile and send us back to the beginning. Instead of heading to the elevator, we leave the rocket hideout. Instead, we head to the Celadon gym to challenge Erica. Our first body slam paralyzes the Tangela. 2 more body slams and it's down. We beat up Weeping Bell with 2 body slams. And finally, we finish the Gloom off using body slams twice. with only 6 HP remaining, earning ourselves the Rainbow Badge. We head on over to Pocket Hideout and take the elevator to B4. As you step up the elevator, Jesse, James, and Meow stop me and telling you to battle. All of the Pokemon are level 25, while I am at level 43. So it leaves you one shot to Coughing, Meowth, and the Kings with this double. After you beat them, we challenge the Team Rocket. Giovanni. He sends out an Onyx. My first Mega Punch misses. The next Mega Punch does little damage. I then hit him with a Body Slam, getting him into the yellow. One more Body Slam, and he has a level of HP left, while being paralyzed. Final Body Slam, and he is out. He then sends out a Wire Horn that I paralyze with my first Body Slam. 2 more Body Slams, and the Wire Horn is defeated. Finally, he sends out Dispersion, and I got most of itself with a single Thunderbolt. One more Thunderbolt, and he is finished off. Giovanni runs off, and I pick up the Silpscope that will let us see the true form of Ghost. We make our way over to Lavender Town, heading to Pokemon Tower. We find John among all the gravestones and challenge him to a battle. I one-shot Fair Windshield and Vulpix with a Thunderbolt. He then presents the Sandshoe to take it with a single Body Slam. Finally finishes Eevee off with a Thunderbolt. We make our way up to the tower, fighting ghosts all the way up. Right up the stairs that would take us to the top of the tower, we encounter ghosts that, using a Silpscope, reveal to be a ghost of Marowak. They beat into the Body Slams, found even the soul of 2 buns out of the 2 of us. Heading up the stairs, we wander through Jesse, Haynes, and Mouth. Pikachu one-shots the Mouth and Obok with a Thunderbolt. He takes 2 Thunderbolts though to bring it down, reason. We save Mr. Fuji at the top of the tower, and he gives us a Pokeflute that can be used to wake up sleeping Pokemon. We head over to Vermilion City, make our way over to Route 12. We use the Pokeflute to wake up the sleeping Snorlax, which attacks us in Puppy Rage. We take him to the yellow Thunderbolt, but he gets up with Burst. He uses 2 more Thunderbolts to finish Snorlax off. Sure. We then head over to Celadon City to move the Snorlax, blocking Sickling Aloud. This Snorlax takes 3 Thunderbolts to beat as well, even though they didn't use Wedge. They must have gotten a lower damage range than they did the first time, but after that, Fire should have been rather very special. So, we ride our bicycle down Sickling Road. The pull of gravity forcing us downhill quickly, while none of the shadows in our way provide much of a challenge. Eventually we reach down the Sickling Road and reach Fuchsia City. We head straight to the Pokemon Center to heal Pikachu up. After we head up, we head into Fuchsia City Gym and fight Juggler. His Hypno managed to do half our health and poison us, but still we managed to beat it. After that, we head back to the Pokemon Center to use Poison for Pikachu. We head to the Safari Zone to find HM3 and a set of golden teeth. We only have 500 steps to find these 2 items that are far in the back of the Safari Zone. If it wasn't for these items, I wouldn't be here. I have no reason to catch any Pokemon, as this is a solo one, and I don't need any more HM uses at the moment. And I have to keep running away from Pokemon for fights. It's super annoying. Eventually we make it to the secret house in the back of the Safari Zone and get HM3 Self. We eventually make our way to the One's house and return his golden teeth to him. Allowing him to speak properly, he gives us the HM4 strength as Surf. We head over to Surf Core to deal with the rocket invasion. We make our way through the building easily, dealing with all the rocket grunts and scientists that have betrayed Surf Core. Even the few ground types they have are no match for us. Taking that as easy. The highest level they have is 33, while Pikachu is level 49. We navigate around the floors using the warp tiles, finding many useful items, all while looking for a key card to open some gates. Unable to find the key card, I fly over to Fuchsia City. I navigate the invisible maze and make my way to challenge Goga. I must beat his first Scarlet, a single Thunderbolt can paralyze him. The next Thunderbolt beats him. It takes 2 Thunderbolts to beat his remaining Venonats. His level 15 Thunderbolt shows no potential in this team, but after a combination of Thunderbolts and Skull Bash, he is down, ending the Soul Badge and giving me the ability to surf. We make our way back to Sylph Core. They go find the key out of the try. As you explore the floors, I encounter 2 of the 4 Rockefellas before eventually finding the car key. Pikachu faints not long after I find the key. Heading back in, we use the key card to open many doors as we try to find a way to the top floor to remove the Byzantine rocket. Eventually we find the teleporter that takes us to Rival Fival. John sends us at the start. They beat in 3 body slams, which drops our accuracy with the sand attack. He then sends out 9 tails, which he beat in 2 body slams. He then sends out Closto, who, after tons of misses and hitting us cause confusion, we eventually beat using Thunderbolt. He then sends out a Kadabra, he one-shot with the body slam. Then sends out a Shortion, but after getting a few hits in, and I managed to beat before I lose all of my HP. We head back into South Kyle to rematch Charm. After getting lost for a bit, I make my way back up to him. After his Sun Slash and 2 body slams, 2 Thunderbolts down 9 tails, 1-shot closer Thunderbolt, a critical Thunderbolt beats Kadabra, and finally 2 body slam brings on Shortion. I get a lapis from the employee just past John. Teleporting up to the top floor, I will knew Jesse, James, and Meowth. I one-shot the Weezing, Arbok, and Meowth with Thunderbolts so easily. It is quite the surprise that John was able to get past them like a quite suspicious. With my health being low, I decided to use an escape rope to go and heal up at Pokemon Center. I make my way over to the power plant, Brazilian City, in order to challenge Zapdos. Making our way through the power plant, we eventually make it to Zapdos. Body Slam paralyzes Zapdos. I follow up with Skull Bash to bring his HP in the yellow, but not before he drops me to 37 HP. 2 Thunderbolts later, and I win with only 7 HP remaining. My first legendary bird is down. We head back to South Grove to take on Giovanni once more. Making our way to the top floor, we take him on. Where it is Nidorino and pressure and a Thunderbolt. My first body slam paralyzes Zyhorn, and then using Chili for Skull Bash, that takes him to the orange. The next Skull Bash missions, and a Thunderbolt finishes him off. I try to use Thunderbolt in the green, figuring that it's part ground type, and ended up losing to it. I head over to Tochu to take on the Karate Master to get a little more XP. I one-shot both Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan with Thunderbolt, and I don't take any of the prizes as I have all the HM users that I need. Using Surf, I make my way over to the Seafoam Islands with the goal of hitting Articuno. Further surfing and building a few tunnels along the way, we eventually make it. Going into the cave, I begin making my way to Articuno. Jumping the hole, the flow of water pushes me towards land. Making my way up, I push 2 boulders into holes using strength, bringing the water to a standstill, allowing me to surf over to Articuno. We had Articuno with 2 Thunderbolts, bringing me to 2 out of 3 legendary birds beaten. Flying back to Saffron City, I pick my few pearls, and then fly over to Feather Town and begin surfing towards Cinnabar Island, challenging a few trainers along the way, easily beating them all with super effective thunderbolts. We make our way to the decrepit and burnt down Pokemon Mansion, missing secret shifts that went past to us further and further into that mansion. We find books filled with information. Gary, February 6th, year gave birth. We named the being born Mewtwo. Leaving a vow to keep our Pokemon away. Gary, July 5th, Vienna, South America. Most of spirit deep in the jungle. We encounter burglars and scientists. Diary, September 1st. Mewtwo is far too powerful. We have failed to coast vicious tank disease. We eventually are able to find a secret key to unlock the Cinnabar Gym. Let's see who would have a key in a derelict dimension. We get in the Cinnabar Gym and begin with quiz time. I get the first question wrong because I thought I was asking the question. Does Butterfree evolve straight to Butterfree? Rather, is Butterfree of the piece of intuitionary line? So the red burglar. I one shot this first book. This first two Pokemon within the book. It takes 2 adventures and 9 tails. I messed up on the fourth question because I was not paying attention. So I beat a super nerd Cyberdash and 2 Thunderbolts. Trying to get question 5 wrong, not knowing what TM20 it is. I fed the super nerd for the way to change Blaine and one shot both his Pokemon. We finally make it to Blaine. He sends out his 9 tails, which beat him 3 Thunderbolts, but not before he gets beat down to 26 HP. He then sends out a Hyperdash, a Paralyze, the Body Slam, and they finish off a Thunderbolt. I then lose to the Arcanine. I head back to the gym to give beating Blaine another try. I start with Skull Bash on Ninetales, and boost my speed with agility for the barrage boost, before finishing off with the Thunderbolt. I hit Hyperdash with the Thunderbolt, before getting stuck in the fire spin for a couple rounds, before finishing off with one more Thunderbolt. And it again, he's up again, managed to take me down. I try for a third time, but once again I lose to Arcanine. Instead of trying again, I instead fly for the Saffron City to deal with Giovanni. I set up with two agilities and King Domino, before finishing it off with Thunderbolt. And then one shot its version of Thunderbolt. I hit Wild with the Skull Bash and paralyze with the Body Slam, and the final Body Slam takes it down. He then started Peterkin with 2 Body Slams, and the President of Sufco gives him a Master Ball as thanks for saving his company from to market. Leaving Sufco, I make my way to the Saffron Gym. Using Grip Pass, I make my way to challenge the Psychic Serena. I beat Abra and 2 Thunderbolts, but I manage to trap my accuracy. She then sends out Abra, Dabra, and takes 7 Thunderbolts, and I punish them to take down thanks to a combination of recovery and missing attacks. She finally sends out Abracadabra Alakazam. I paralyze my first sliding slam, before finishing off with one more body slam, ending me the March Patch. I head back to Cinnabar Island to give the gym another go. I beat 9 tails and 2 Thunderbolts. I then one shot as I shot a Thunderbolt. Finally used 3 Thunderbolts to take down the Arcanine, earning me the Pokemon badge. I fly over the Viridian Sea to take on the final gym. Using the spinning hat, I eventually make it to the back of the gym, revealing the gym leader to be Giovanni. He starts through the Dutch drill, and I hit with a Body Slam and Skull Bash, but never before he drops at 34 HP. With his Persian and 2 Thunderbolts, I'm able to beat this Nidoqueen in 3 Body Slams, thanks to it being paralyzed on my first one. He finally sends out a Nidoqueen, who manages to take me down. After a few failed attempts, I come back to the gym at level 70 to give Giovanni another try. I one-shot his Dicture with the Body Slam, beat his Persian with the Thunderbolt, beat his Nidoqueen for the couple saving tosses in a Body Slam, but I still lose to Nidoking. We make our way to Celadon City to buy TM32 Double Team, and replace Agility with it. This time I had a Body Slam. With a few Body Slams to take down Dugtrio, We set up 6 separate teams against Persian before finishing with a Thunderbolt. Snoop riding Nico with a Body Slam, Snoop showing Nico with a Body Slam, and finally taking right down with a Body Slam instead with us, burning us our final badge, the Earth Badge, taking Team Rocket down once and for all. We make our way towards Victory Road, but I believe 4 boxes away. Up all the races, send slash the Body Slam, and finish it with another Body Slam. Each execute with 2 Body Slams, but get paralyzed. Use Fugio to move the paralysis. Then 2 Thunderbolts beat 9 Tails. 1 shot is squished with a critical Thunderbolt. 2 Thunderbolts freeze Kadabra. And finally 2 Body Slams finish off as Jordion. And so we make our road to Victory Road, leading into each god badge that we burn. The Border Badge, the Cascade Badge, the Thunder Badge, the Rainbow Badge, the Soul Badge, the Marsh Badge, the Volcano Badge, and the Earth Badge. All the badges that earn through hard work and perseverance. So they make our way into the cave that takes us to the Indigo Plateau. Making our way to the cave, we battle trainers on our way to the Moltres, hidden within. Using strength and pushing borders onto buttons, double pass, pressing up and down ladders, we make our way to Moltres. We challenge the fiery Moltres to battle, and one-shot a Thunderbolt. We have now defeated all 3 legendary birds. Finally, we can now get out of the cave. We met our massive Indigo Plateau. We heal Pikachu, we put our HM users into PC. And it's all our items of flying a spang. We full restores burial. We are now ready to take on League 4. First up is Ice Cool Lorelei. With the Ice type Pokemon that could freeze me solid. I easily one-shot a Dugong, Corso, and Slowpoke with Thunderbolt. Thanks to all being hot water. His Jinx is a bit more challenging, taking a Thunderbolt with a freezing with Ice Punch. After being thrashed all the way into the road, I decide that I want to continue the attempt, so I use a full restore to heal up and freeze Pikachu. Body Slam finishes up Jinx. Finding a Thunderbolt and Body Slam take down Lapis. Our first Elite 4 member is down. Our next fight is against a strong and powerful Bruno, who starts out presenting with effective phonics. We start off the bodies and does very low damage. I set up 2 double teams against the Sonics, before bringing it down to red using Seismic Toss, and finishing it with a Body Slam. 2 Body Slams we do Jan, 1 shot him in lead with a single Thunderbolt. He then sends out 1 more Onyx, takes little damage when it's Body Slam. The Seismic Toss is on the red, and Body Slam finishes this one off too. The Machamp is beaten into 2 Thunderbolts. This victory brings us halfway done with Elite 4. Next up, a room of gravestones and an open books. Agatha, the ghost type Pokemon. She starts with Gengar that takes a Thunderbolt. So I decided to set up the beam 3 times for the battery's glitch. He used Thunderbolt to trigger Substitute. Use your counters by using Substitute again, bringing it into the world. He does have using Super Potion, but that doesn't matter, the Thunderbolt still finishes it off. Finish both one-shots Golbat. Shin sends a Hunter. The Thunderbolt takes into a launch. Seismic Toss finishes it off. Sim does not affected by immunities. Artifact is left. Paralyzed, losing several health after Body Slam. 1 more finishes it off. And a Thunderbolt uses about half Gengar's health. And 2 Seismic Tosses finish it off. We now have 1 Elite 4 member. We finally walk towards the final Elite 4, the strongest of them all, the Dragon Hero Lance. We start with the Gyarados, and hit it up with 3 double teams against him before one-shotting the Thunderbolt. Since that is triggered, the Thunderbolt takes to the orange, and then use a double team to finish it off. 2 Thunderbolt speed that is triggered, eat it. He then said it now actively, as my first Body Slam. I then hit over the seismic toss to take him away. It doesn't hit me, he's fully paralyzed. And a Body Slam finishes him off. His final Pokemon is Dragonite. The Thunderbolt brings him to the orange and almost finishes him off. And now be the way forward, making me the champion. Oh, I would have been if my rival John had not beat me to the punch. He sends out Slam Slash. I hit us with Body Slams, but his two Earthquakes finish me off instead. Alright, then attempt is a double team against Slam Slash. Followed up by Body Slam paralyzes him. He looks for some the after, crashing into the Earthquake. And then finish him off with a Seismic Toss. The Ascendant Glam by Pete and two Seismic Tosses. I use Double Team and two Body Slams to execute, but not before he knocks me out. I spent 28 HP. One shot pushing the Thunderbolt. He had his Body Slam for hitting myself to confusion, losing the battle. My sixth attempt at level 33 is the last round after League 4, so let's break it down. First up is Lorelei with the Dugong, Burst and Slowbro are all easily one shot with Thunderbolt. Body Slam crushes down on Jinx, and Thunderbolt flies backwards. Then there is Bruno, Seismic tossing there and Body Slamming down to the ground, brings down its first Onyx. Two Body Slams knocks out his Hitmonchan. The Thunderbolt that executes his Hitmonlee. His other Onyx is more resilient, and takes a Body Slam and two Seismic tosses to bring down. The Thunderbolt lowers the Machamp into the red, and the recoil from his submission finishes him off. So we won't talk about Bruno no more. Up next is Agatha. Two Thunderbolt Speed Surface Gengar. Golbot was one shot with Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt paralyzes a Haunter, and I finished off his Seismic Toss. Two Body Slams beat Arbok, and a Thunderbolt and Seismic Toss beat the other Gengar, after hitting myself in confusion. We left just before land to restore. I said four double teams to scare it out, before finishing with Thunderbolt. Body Slam one-shots both his Dragonaires. Two Body Slams paralyze and beat Aerodactyl, and two more Body Slams beat Dragonite. It is now time to confirm John's final battle with the Fortunes. We start the double team against his Sandshrew, then with the Body Slam paralyzing, saving all of life. When the Body Slam takes him down, they sends in his Kazam, and you use the Forward Sword. Can't risk the win at this point. You send the pass and recovers most of the way. We then use three double teams before using the Seismic Toss again. One more Seismic Toss finishes them off. Body Slam takes Execute down to it and fires him, while we Seismic Toss him to his doom. We one-shot Squirster with a super effective Thunderbolt. We then send Ninetales, and we use another Forward Store. We have two clues in this point. We then use three double teams. Two Thunderbolt Speeds, Ninetales, and John falls instead of Chalkeon. And I use an Elixir to restore our PP. Body Slam is Seismic Toss, taking him down, and making him the champion. So we finally ended up on fame. Satoshi at level 86, within game time of 51 minutes, which is a bit less than real time of 12 hours, 5 minutes, and 25 seconds, 0.53, due to a few resets that I have done for this playthrough. I probably could have gotten a lower time, a lower level, but I did make a few mistakes along the way. I was a bit more lucky. You are more welcome to this challenge. In fact, if you leave that high level, let me know in the comments. There's just one more challenge, hitting you two in Cerulean Cave. We separate through the cave and find two. We start with Thunderbolt, These two dolphins. Water from Thunderbolt into the center classes. Finish them all. Ending at level 87 and over 12 hours of gameplay total. Next time, we'll be sent to go shoot up at a crystal. See you then.